What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Philip at Trade Genius. Well, we've got another fork coming up this week with Bitcoin Cash. So a lot of questions flying around. What's going on? We're going to dive into that in this video. So let's check it out.
Trade Genius.
All right, guys. So on November 15th, a little more than a couple days from now, Bitcoin Cash is going to split. Now, this is a little different from last year's big Bitcoin fork. You know, that's where Bcash came from. You know, and since then, it's kind of just been this lesser chain that doesn't get used much for all intents and purposes. So I'm not going to debate whether one is better than the other. Just the fact that we're dealing with kind of the realities of what's going on. So what's happened now is we've got two camps with Bcash that aren't agreeing on the direction that it should go. So we're going to get a contentious fork. This means that one side is going to continue to mine the chain and the version of the software that they believe in, and the other camp is going to go ahead and mine their version. So what I wanted to show you guys was what that looks like, what that's charting like on the charts, and you know, how do we deal with this going forward. So to get into this, basically what you have to understand is what's involved. So basically you got Roger Ver and Jihan Wu, who's the president of Bitmain. You know, obviously they have the most mining hardware out there all over the world. They like what's called Bitcoin ABC. That's the client code for that version of Bitcoin Cash. Then you have Craig Wright and Calvin Ayre, who decided to go with a different version of it called Bitcoin Cash SV, or BCH SV. And they are going to take off and run that version of the software. So you're going to have this fork. When it does fork, you're going to get, if you're holding Bcash, you're going to get both. If you're holding 100 Bcash, you're going to get 100 BCH SV, right? So if you're not sure what to do, you really don't have to do anything. You can just hang on and see what happens when it shakes out. But I wanted to show you the stats here of what it looks like currently and how this might play out. So let's take a look at the hash power that's going on that is affecting the two different sides of this fork. All right, guys, so here's a daily chart of Bcash, BCH, USD, and we have the initial move up. This is on the contentious hard fork news, and then a subsequent sell-off. And if you are looking to get into this, this is probably not a decent level just on the chart, because we've run up, we've pulled back, and we're into this Fibonacci buy zone. So this would be a decent level. Now keep in mind, if that level fails, you're probably looking at this level here, horizontal line. We're going to throw this on here, right here. You're also going to see a volume node right there. So you're going to maybe the 450 level. So right now this 500 level, if that does not hold, you could see a quick spike down to this 450 level. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to play this to the long side. All right. And guys, if you're interested in this indicator, the slingshot indicators, you can head over to tradelikeagenius.com. We got a current set of specials here. Special number 2, $3.99. That's for 12 months. You'll get that indicator, plus all of our services, our chat room, binary option signal service, the cryptocurrency entry signal service, cryptocurrency lessons 1 through 7, and a 30-minute coaching session. So check that out, $3.99 at tradelikeagenius.com. As far as the markets go, Poloniex basically created a futures market, so it splits the value, perceived market value, and both of these, this side here on the left is the Bitcoin Cash SV, so that's the Craig Wright camp, and Bitcoin Cash ABC, that's the Roger Ver, Jihan Wu camp. And as you can see, the market's got this nearly at $400, and BCH SV at about $113.50. So just about the same aggregate amount as Bitcoin Cash. So that's just showing you where the market is leaning. There's going to be more support for the Bitcoin Cash ABC implementation. The Bitcoin Cash SV is not implementing replay protection, and so I think a lot of people are shying away from that. I know Trezor won't support the fork until that gets addressed, so there is that going on. But the thing you have to keep in mind is the Bitcoin Cash SV camp has a lot more hash power behind it right now. So and I'll show you how you can look at that. All right, so if you head over to actually it's called cash.coin.dance, cash.coin.dance, all right? that's going to show you this. Basically what you can see here is the countdown timer, 2 days, 13 hours. But the thing to notice here, guys, and this is important, is that Bitcoin SV, if you look at the hash rate, okay, they have 66% of the Bitcoin Cash miners are backing the SV network, okay? And 18% of it are on the Bitcoin ABC client. Bitcoin Unlimited, which is also on the side of Bitcoin ABC, is at 29%. So, you know, there is, even though it's 29% plus 18, so you're at about 50%, the majority of the network is backing the SV implementation. So the reason why that's important is because the SV guys, Craig Wright, are fully open to attacking the Bitcoin Cash chain. Now, I don't think that Roger Ver and Jihan Wu are going to roll over quickly on this. So I think you could see a possibility where Jihan may pull the plug on some of the miners that are mining Bitcoin to help reinforce the Bitcoin Cash side of things to prevent such an attack. An attack on that would be pretty costly. I don't know if that's actually really feasible, but it is a risk if they're trying to be malicious, which it sounds like they're hinting that they are. Could be a bluff. It would cost a lot of money. On the other hand, with the Bitcoin ABC or Bitcoin Cash ABC implementation, if they're going to take hash power away from the mining the Bitcoin, that's going to be costly too, because it's more profitable to mine Bitcoin, and they are in the business of making money. So it's a little tricky, but I think that at the end of the day, if you're not sure you're holding Bcash, you're a long-term hodler of it, I would kind of sit tight and see how this shakes out, because this one's not as clear to me as it was last year with all the forking and stuff like that. Bitcoin Cash has kind of run the course that we thought it would. Not a very well used network as far as transactions goes. You know, they have their implementation that they want to implement on their version of Bitcoin, and that's fine. But the reality is it's not a widely used system, and this contentious fork could get ugly. Okay, so if you're not sure, then and you continue you want to hold, but I think one of these forks is going to go to zero in this case. Unlike last year when Bitcoin Cash forked off of Bitcoin, didn't really see that as being the case. But I think honestly this one of these is going to zero. So that's why I'm like, be a little more cautious if you're not sure what to do. Just hang on to your coins and let the split happen. You'll be covered, because if one side does go to zero, you'll have just as many coins on the other chain. All right. So that's the thing to keep in mind. So guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share that with you. It's an interesting thing. We'll probably have to update this as things progress, but it will be interesting to see after the fork how the hash rate plays out, and if we do see that attack on the Bitcoin Cash ABC implementation. So that's the Roger Ver, Jihan Wu side of things, or if they up the hash rate. That's things to keep in mind. But trade opportunity probably here, if not 50 bucks lower. Keep your coins if you're not sure what to do. That's the bottom line. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope that helped. Please hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments section. Otherwise, I will see you on tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
Trade Genius.